Is this serve good? What about this one? Today we are gonna learn the tricks that top Padel players use with their serve. Hello to all players, I'm Pablo and I welcome you to a new 4Set. The first trick is not technical, but tactical. Actually, it's the most used tactic in professional Padel, that is, the Australian formation. This allows us to serve and maintain the same position every time. This way we can specialize in playing on the left side, for example. But if you wanna know how to do it correctly, I made a video explaining this tactic in depth, which I leave here. This second trick is related to serve direction. Because when we play Padel, we often focus on serving to the opponent's side glass. It is generally the option where our opponent will struggle the most due to the rebound on the glass. However, let's not forget there are two other serve positions. And don't forget neither to subscribe if you want more English Padel content. While the other main one is down the middle, which is great for creating uncertainty. Depending on the speed of our serve, the opponent will have to decide whether to let ball bounce off the wall or hit it before. And finally, there is serving at the opponent's body, which has two key advantages. Firstly, that is the least used option and can catch the opponent off guard. Secondly, you'll force your opponent to move in a weird position. So for example, if you serve hard to the body, you can easily cause a mistake or force a simple return, setting you up to win the point on the next shot. So my advice is to vary your serve direction during the match, considering where your opponents perform best and worst. But have you ever seen a serve like this? Do you know if it's legal? Well, yes it is, and we've even seen it in professional matches. Obviously in tennis it's more common because the distances are longer, but it happens in Padel too. So if you manage to hit a drop serve and the ball bounces twice, the point is yours. But if you're gonna try it, please be careful. The distance is short and it's likely your drop shot won't be good enough, allowing your opponent to reach it and possibly win the point. You probably and must know that in Padel the maximum height for hitting the ball on the serve is the waist, right? So every centimeter below the waist means losing opportunities to be more aggressive. So there are two important tricks to maximize your serve. The first relates to the two types of players in Padel, those who bounce the ball and those who let it drop when serving. If you're new to Padel, it's easier at first to let the ball drop and then serve. But if you practice bouncing the ball yourself, you will reach the maximum height and be more aggressive with your serve. Because think that it's hard to reach maximum height when just letting the ball bounce, so you will end up hitting below the waist. The second trick, which even some professional players use, is to stand on tiptoes when serving. This increases your waist height, allowing you to serve higher. But be careful of the serve height because it's the main aspect where people tend to cheat. And please don't confuse the waist with the hip. Another trick has to do with the rule that says you must have one foot on the ground at the moment of impact on the serve. So it's crucial that when you serve, you get to the net as quickly as possible. So a basic trick is to start your run as you serve. With one foot in the air by starting your run, you will gain time. Plus, you will transfer your weight into the ball, making your serve harder for your opponent to return. Another rule regarding the serve tells us that we can bounce the ball wherever we want until the final bounce before serving. That last bounce before hitting must be behind the service line. So any previous bounces used for focus can be on or in front of the line, it doesn't matter. But here's an important trick. The bounce doesn't have to be completely perpendicular. So you can angle your bounce to gain an advantage. But what do I mean by that? The rule specifies that the last bounce must be within your service area. And remember that that means it has to bounce behind the line and within your corresponding half of the court. But if that bounce is directed forward or toward the other side of the court, it's still valid. So in other words, you can hit the ball in front of the service line or on the other side of the court as long as the final bounce was within your service box. This gives you an extra advantage, especially when playing with the Australian formation. And finally, there are three types of serves that many people find confusing. First one, and unfortunately this serve is not allowed. But what about this one? Well, actually this serve is allowed as long as you hit the ball below your waist. But can you serve out of the door? Well, this serve is not valid and will count as a first serve if the outside player is allowed, otherwise it will be second serve. Well, do you have any kind of doubt? Leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next one. Ciao!